Hey guys, how you doing? Just giving you some prophetic updates of what's going on. I know I haven't done one for a while because I'm just trying to avoid all the stuff that's going on, and all the craziness that's going on. Anyway, today is the 8th, November the 8th, the 8th day, and as you know, it's the election day. But also, what's weird is it's the blood moons, right? So there's been a lot of talk about the blood moons. There's also a lot of prophetic signs about the blood moons because the blood moons represents, that they say, judgment. One person said that they looked it up. The meaning of that, it means judgment, bad omen, overthrowing a king, meaning, so whatever that means. That was one prophetic meaning of regarding the blood moons and stuff. But I encourage you to check out the Rumble thing so you get the full coverage of what's going on. It's amazing what's going on. We kind of knew what's going to happen anyway. So what am I saying? Okay, so regarding this whole thing, God sees the whole thing, and He sees it. It's amazing. Also, they had some malfunctions with the machines, but not only that, but with the Powerball one too. There was a night before regarding that, because there was a Powerball on the 7th, which is the night before, on the Monday, right? And so they said there was a technical difficulties. It was delayed and all this stuff. So. I think they got it back up. I don't know. So all those things are happening. Question is, what's going to happen next, right? I mean, that's the big thing. What will happen next? Only God knows. Only God knows. One thing for sure, another prophetic thing on the 8th, as you know, 8th always represents new beginnings, right? On the bad side, it means the omen, not so good. On the good side, prophetically, it means a good thing because it means a new day, new thing. Very interesting on this stuff. So prophetically, and this is just my opinion and stuff, but I think God sees the whole thing. He knows what's going on. Come on, God sees this whole thing, and He lands a blood moon right on the day, which is interesting. And it's a full blood moon, by the way. It's not a part blood moon, but a full-on blood moon. So you can go ahead and do more research on that. So there is meanings on that, and blood moons and stuff. Also, there's I think there's something going on November 13th too, where all the religious leaders are gathering on Mount Sinai, and they're going to talk about climate change, and so that's going to be interesting there too on the 13th. So you know how I've been saying that we are in the book of Revelations, and kind of like what I've been feeling and stuff. Question is, when is the rapture? I thought the rapture would have been on the Feast of Trumpets, which didn't happen. And so, but you know what? He can come anytime he wants, right? So I don't know. So a couple prophetic things right away again. The blood moons on election day. Let's see here. The Mississippi River, right? Someone found this artifact, that's dated all the way back on the Civil War, which is interesting, right? Then you got Mr. B talking about possibly Civil War happening. But this other thing on what's happening with the machines and all this stuff happening, we really don't know until it happens and stuff. But I think everybody's seen it. It's eye and open. It's kind of like it's out there, man. Very interesting on this stuff. But God is real. God knows what He's doing. Um, Prophetically, I say that just keep hanging on with the Lord. He knows what's going on, and I just feel like it's kind of like the judge. He's the judge, and he rules. He sees everything, and he's not gonna let evil overcome. You know what I mean? He's gonna overcome evil with good, right? I mean, that's what the scripture says. So just hang on tight. Be faithful to Him. Keep a watch. Make sure your heart's right with Him. That's pretty much it. It's interesting. Also, the time of this November would be close to, let's see, Veterans Day, which would be on the 11th, right? On the 11th. Maybe something prophetically will happen on the 11, 11, 11, right? That's what someone else said. 11, 11, 11. As you know, Thanksgiving falls on the 24th, right? So we'll see. That means to give thanks amongst this. So there's going to be something we're going to give thanks about. So that's my prophetic outlook on this whole thing. Also, check out the prophetic worship gathering, which is on Thursday night. I titled it Glory November because, why not give God the glory, right? So just call it Glory November instead of something negative. So one thing I noticed, though, it's like whenever there's a good thing that God does, the enemy comes and twists it to a bad thing, And so I thought it was kind of interesting, very interesting. Also, I did a podcast. I don't know if you guys seen it before. I talked about the day of 9/11 was actually, they were saying that it was the time of Jesus' birthday. That's his real birthday, was 9/11. I didn't know that. That's what they said. So that's interesting. That's September. So very interesting. So there you are. Prophetic things happening right in front of us, what's going on. And we just need to trust in the Lord, and He'll make a way of all this stuff happening. Also, I've been also feeling as I'm speaking, the thing about the book of Daniel, when there was that one king and they were partying, they were taking advantage of the Jews' sacred, like silverware. Remember that? And then they were partying, and they kind of like misused it. Kind of like it's kind of like a slap to God, and everything, because it's holy things that were used for for the Lord, and they're just partying and all this stuff. So then what happened? There was a writing on the wall, right? And it says a hand appeared and started writing something, right? Well, I sense that it's judgment. And then right there, things just happen suddenly. It was a suddenly. So when God's judgment happens, it's a suddenly. So just prepare of something about to happen. People have been saying that. So, all right, that's about it. I want to say, if I have anything else new, I would share with that. Do check out my Rumble page on there. I put some exclusive stuff that I can't upload here, as you know. But there's some stuff I think you'll be interested in. It's just like it's just amazing. God bless you guys.